speaking of life, what do you think is the purpose of the human experience?
I believe that we all are in this physical life to expand our souls, our ability to love, show compassion, be connected. And the lessons that we've chosen in this physical world are probably elements that we needed work on in our spirit self. So we come here to grow our ability to love and expand our soul. As I've gone through the trauma and all of the things that have happened to me in the past 6 years, my soul, my connection with spirituality has grown tremendously. And I think they're the beliefs that I've formed from that.
So you wrote the book, Embracing Life from Death, a caregiver's journey through glioblastoma, grief and healing. So talk to me about the main intention of writing your book.
When my husband passed, I was so angry with what I had gone through. I actually suffered from post-traumatic stress syndrome from everything that had happened with his illness. I wanted to warn. It was almost like I couldn't help myself. I literally couldn't get the words out fast enough of this experience that I had with Western medicine and the whole experience of watching someone you dearly love go through a terminal illness and die. I had never been around death. And all of the things that happened to me it was like I was blindsided every time I turned around, not only with the illness itself, but the doctors, the grief process, the funeral process, how much the grief hit me after he passed away. All of that was just so life-changing. And so it was just the hardest thing I'd ever gone through. And I wanted to give like a heads up to these people out there dealing with this illness, this stage 4 brain cancer that previously, there was only like 22,000 cases in the world a year, and it's increased dramatically. There's been so many people in the news, like the candidate who just passed away from it. But he was a senator. There's just been so many people that have had this illness, and there's just no cure. There's nothing being done about it. There's no handbook for when you get it. And I've had so many people reach out to me, thanking me for this, my story, them telling me, I don't have anybody to talk to. Can I talk to you? Nobody understands this. This book you wrote is a gift from God. That alone I cried every day that I wrote those words. Every time that I was writing those words, I was bawling my head off because it was so painful to search my memory and revisit the things that I'd gone through. But the fact that it's even helped one person, it's made it all worth it. So that was the premise of writing that book. I almost couldn't help myself. It was almost like,
you wrote itself, right?
It just came out of me because I wanted to help other people with what had happened because there was just no knowledge about it. And when I was dealing with it, I had nowhere to go to really get answers from anything because the doctors don't tell you anything. I tried to save him through holistic care, through regular Western medicine, to obscure things like oxygen therapy, just all of these different things I was trying to save his life. And it was just, those are the things that I wanted to tell other people, what worked, what didn't work. But ultimately, I think the biggest message was I regretted putting him through the Western medicine process because they openly tell you he's going to die or she's going to die, and we're just stalling. We're just buying you some time. But the treatment was so hard on everyone that his quality of life was gone the minute he started it. He would, so I wanted people to have that choice. Yeah, okay, if you want to fight. But if you don't, then take the next month and live life to the fullest. Because either way, you don't have much of a chance. So that was the ultimate message through the illness portion of the book, that I wanted people to understand what they were getting into
Right.
when the doctors push you into all of these different types of things, what you were really buying into, and what was it that, and ask themselves, what is it that life really means? What do I really want before I go? And treasure the moments and the seconds that you have left with as much of a sound mind and body that you can, before it's gone. And really, that's what we should all be doing every day, every moment of all of our lives, whether we're sick or not, is to treasure the moment that we're in and to live life to the fullest, because something like this can happen to anyone at any age.